Heathens. So today's video is going to be what I discussed in my last video. If y'all wanted to see, we are doing pretty much just artificial light today because it's dark out. There's like a bad storm passing through that like knocked out all the power a little bit ago, so I'm hoping that I stay on long enough to get through this. So these are going to be a little run through of some of my favorite lip formulas. Pretty much everything here is matte just because I prefer matte lipsticks. So hopefully I can get them off properly. So without further ado, let's get on in. I'm going to start with the bullet lipsticks because even though two of these are matte formulas, I find that they are easier to remove because it takes them a little longer to mattify down. So we're going to try to do lip swatches, except for one. Actually, I'll start with this one. This is what I wore in that video that I was talking about it. It is the Half Caked Lip Fondants. I love these. The application is flawless. I am going to swatch this one on the back of my hand just because I did wear it in that video, just so that you can see pigmentation and hear a cat. So this is the Half Caked Lip Fondant. This one is in the shade Theme Song. I hope the lighting is okay in this video. It is so like off because of having to use only artificial lighting. I'm not used to doing that most of the time. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is not matte, and this brand technically doesn't exist anymore because this was from KVD when they were still Kat Von D Beauty, and this is the Studded Kiss lipstick. This one is in the shade Lovecraft. They are my favorite smelling lipsticks ever as well. So we're going to start with this one. I have no makeup on, so ignore the fact that I literally look like the living dead, but this is not a matte formula, but it does dry down nice and soft. I tried to pick kind of neutral shades for all of these, or like shades that I find nice everyday wear, with the exception of one, and I'll explain why when I get to it. But these are nice, and like I said, they're very comfortable, but they are not, like, I did it twice, but they're unfortunately not kiss proof. They don't mattify down, but I find that these also don't slip and slide as much as your normal bullet cream lipstick. So they get a thumbs up from me. The only one that I find that wears off pretty quickly is the light purple one I have. I believe the shade is Coven. I find that that one wears off a little bit quicker than some of the others, and I think it's because it's such a pastel purple. So next, these are in no particular order, by the way. We are moving on to the Morphe Mega Matte Super Matte, and this one is in the shade Morphe. So it's like their classic color. It's like a deeper red. This one is matte, but they go on so nice. Just a nice, smooth formula. And it does take a minute, but they do mattify down, and they have a nice matte finish look to them. Like, they don't stay super shiny, but like if you were to try to kiss right immediately, again, not kiss proof. But they do matte down. They last pretty well through, like, if you have to eat lunch or, you know, go out for supper. Also, the Half Caked, like, it stays because now it's had a chance to dry. Not that you have to scrub it, but this is a very soft makeup wipe. It is the So Fresh, So Clean Cleansing Charcoal and Lemon makeup wipe. It's not quite as harsh as some of the others, and I find that I need like a micellar water for the Half Caked. Next is the Belle and Argent, which also look phenomenal. This is the cream one. So I lied. I do have some mattes, but the one I grabbed was a cream because of the color. It's called Into a Sandstorm. We're having a cat problem here. And this is like a nice nude. But these formulas, the mattes and the creams, are beautiful. Oh no, mine's a little broken. I forgot this one was broken. Oh yeah? I'm sure y'all heard that. I don't even know what he was honking at, but it was right in front of my house. Such a nice, soft, fluid formula, especially for a bullet lipstick. But, you know the drill. Not kiss proof. The matte ones are a little more so, but they're not like completely budge proof. I'm sorry, the cat keeps getting up in my lap, and I'm trying to beat out the storm because I have a little break in the rain and thunder and lightning. So trying to get this filmed before everything drops again, because I cannot film this with no power because I'm running on artificial lighting. So next we have one that I find to be severely underrated. It is the AOA Studio Wonder Mat. Now, let me tell you, this one is in the shade Bougie. They just came out with a new formula. I have not tried it. I do not know if it is as good. This is the original. And this is one of my favorite lipsticks, color and formula. Oh God. I have a cat claw on my back, so that's why that lip line is a little more messed up than the rest have been. Because I got stabbed in the back in the middle of doing that. So this is what it looks like. It does dry down pretty quickly, but with the exception of that upper line, is pretty kiss proof, right off the bat. And that is because it does dry down a little quicker. So I'm gonna make sure we get all that off. I feel like I should have at least put a little eyeshadow on, because I look bad. But that's okay. We're here for the lips, not the face. All right, so moving on, we have a double contender. So this is a brand that was just featured, but this is a different formula. So this is the Morphe Liquid Lips, and this one is in the shade Jealousy. They also smell so good. So the KVD ones smell like buttercream, and these smell straight up like vanilla frosting, like heavy vanilla frosting. Again, very nice. Ignore that my face is getting a little red. Incredible formula. Dry down really, really well and last through eating and all that. We have another double contender coming up here in a second. But this is another one. It dries down fast. So you gotta get it off while you can if you're like swatching it or just trying on a color. So next double contender, again, two different formulas. We have Colorpop. So this is their Lippy Sticks. This one is matte in the shade Happy Thoughts. They do have these in non-matte formulas, but the matte ones are my favorite so that I can like eat and drink. I like these because the shape allows you to do this. Kind of line the lips and then color them in. Again, very, very comfortable. I don't find that these are quite as drying as the liquid matte lipsticks, which I'm going to get to here in a second. But they definitely are matte. So if you have any dryness on your mouth, you're going to want to lip scrub or balm it up before putting this on. Good God, what do you want? I have a little needy butt who just wants to whine. All right, so the next part of the Colorpop is their regular ultra matte lip. So I'm not gonna put this one on my mouth because it will stain me. This one happens to be in the shade Moon Dancer. It was part of their Colorpop and My Little Pony collection. Gorgeous, gorgeous shade. But I'm gonna swatch it next to the Half Caked because it's a little too dark for me to swatch and then easily remove. So let me stick that right there. There's it next to the Half Caked. They dry down beautifully, but they're not budging. So next we have one that I have seen be very controversial. People either love it or hate it. I love it. It is the NYX Lingerie Lips. This one is in the shade Beauty Mark. And I love these. I think I have like half of the colors. This one is like super brown. But I love a good brown lip. They definitely bring out, again, any dryness, but I love the formula. I think when they do start to wear off, it's very graceful. Now with this particular color, because it is so much darker than my lips, you can definitely tell when it starts to wear off, but it's not bad. I don't find them uncomfortable at all. Ooh. Got a little hair on there. Clean up around my mouth. There's like a cat hair or something on it. Maybe a me hair. I don't know. All right. So you're gonna look at this. This is the not neutral one, and you're gonna be like, why isn't this the last one? Because spoiler alert, it's not the last one, and I will explain to you. So the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit matte formula is incredible. I'm not putting this one on my mouth because it is out of the norm. But these formulas are beautiful, even the colored one, which is why I selected one of the colored ones. Because this is a brand that if you're looking for a colored lip product that doesn't need to be built up all that much to get good payoff, it's this. That's a little streaky because of how I was rubbing it. But these are incredible. Ugh, got the hair. Of course, they do have neutral shades like the reds and the pinks and the browns. In fact, my favorite pink that I lost was this formula. I think it's called Dolly or Where's Dolly. Beautiful, bright pink, like a Barbie pink. Stunning color. This is just a good example of their colored ones. That looks bad on the back of my hand. I promise you it looks good in real life. I think it's just the way that I swatched it. Yeah, it just got a little streaky. You can still kind of see some streaks in it, but that looks a little better. All right, now the reason that is not in the last one, I mean, I could have made it the last if I was putting it on my hand, but this is a lippy that I have a very big love-hate relationship with. This is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipsticks. Now, the reason that I have a love-hate with them is because once this sucker goes on your mouth, I have mine in the shade Ringleader, it is not coming off unless you scrub it. I have eaten pizza, I have eaten salad with ranch dressing, I have eaten salad with like an oil-based vinaigrette dressing. They don't go anywhere. They smell good. They're very, very drying. Oh, goodness, gravy. No. Very drying. Smell really good. very nice looking. But this is the formula that if I wanted to wear it all day and then all night and not have to worry, this is it. This is the one. When you first put it on, do not let your lips touch. So you have to awkwardly sit there fish-mouthed. Because if your lips touch, it gets stringy, it gets puckery, it gets weird. So you have to let it dry without your lips touching, and then it's not going anywhere. Like, have a lip scrub with your micellar water prepared, because you're going to be wearing this baby for a long time. So I suggest, like, this color is for my normal day a little pinker than I would want, but it's still pretty. I think with the right makeup look, it looks good. Right now, because the outside of my mouth is really red and my cheeks are pink and I have nothing on this part of my face, I think it's a little too pink for me. But I would suggest making sure you're comfortable with the color you're picking, or making sure you're able to wipe it off the second that it goes on your face in case you don't like that color. Oh, we're getting a little bit of light outside. Would you look at that? Huh. Because that formula is, you're stuck with it if you let it dry. But those are, all in all, my favorite lipstick formulas. I obviously have quite a few others that I do enjoy. But these are the formulas that if someone said, hey, you can only ever own one lipstick formula again, these are the ones that I would be picking from. Probably not this one, because I'd have to wear the same color for like 3 days straight. I think if I were given that ultimatum, I would have to go with Colorpop, the liquid lip formula. But these are my favorite liquid and lipstick formulas. Let me know your favorites down below. Have you tried any of these? Do you agree or disagree? And let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more of my content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!